Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Winifred. See, this week we all thought that this week was going to be about the fact that James Brown purposefully I'm going to put you my friend is okay guys, so we all thought that this week was going to be about James. I've checked. This week we thought that this week was going to be about James Brown's nude, not just nude photo. It was a video he sent, a sex video he posted online, because he cannot tell me that it was leaked online. James Brown is not that big of a celebrity that anybody will want to use anything against him, because what is there to see? Yes, it is no hate, but then really, I'm being honest. I like to be as honest as possible. Then halfway through this week, we got sad news of because Swabi's dead, and we're like, oh okay, this week. And then with all the allegations of medical negligence and all of that, and rest in peace Rico. But the one that I have to give my candid opinion on is this one that okay, so the day that it was announced that Rico Swabi died, we also got news that IVD, the motorcar dealer in Lekki, we also got news that he and his wife were fighting, and in the course of their fighting, she lit up the house on fire and couldn't get out in the course of it, and caught fire as well, badly burned, had to jump in the pool to save herself. And we saw videos online from her neighbors, because obviously you could see like the angle was from somebody that lives on the next compound or the next house, videoing the entire thing that was happening at their backyard near their pool area. Now, from all the stories that have come up online from his family, from her family, sorry, and friends and all of that, you would know that IVD and his wife have been together for like a really long time. IVD has been with his wife for about 22 years before any single allegations like of domestic violence, or before any of all of this drama happened. You would also know that when they met, I think she was 17 from stories we're hearing, and from the stories we're also hearing, she paused a large chunk.
You want to destroy destiny. You cannot destroy his destiny. Put down for.
She expresses her love for him.
You bought the house for me.
Has a lot of questions on that.
Put it. You destroy my picking destiny. Leave him. Not be now racial to someone married.
Go and do your daughter.
All these pictures and videos that we are seeing,
your mother, all my 6 children, all
the one
graduates
that
were
the
placed.
most disgusting is the one I saw
illiterate like
last
you.
night just before I went to bed. It was this one. Like, how can a person be this injured from a fight with their husband, and then they still stay in the relationship, in the love, in the everything? You manage, like, I don't mind all the talk of she carried the do for him, that's their business. Oh, she's the one that hustled with him. Well, if tables were turned, I mean, it's your spouse, you will do anything to make sure that you people are okay, because if the person makes it, you've also made it. Like, one person's victory is another person's. I don't care if, like, that one is their problem. Like, but why would you beat your partner, man, woman, whatever? Like, why do people even bother with like domestic violence? Now, it's just weird that you would say you like somebody so much that you want to beat them, that you want to inflict injury on them, that you want to inflict pain on them. You don't want to see them happy, you want to see them crying and bleeding. Like, these videos that are surfacing online are way too terrible. And the fact
This
that
is like 2 weeks now.
I don't know how
from this
other
woman,
families are, but I know that if I was in her family, there is no way on this earth I would leave my sister with that animal. Like, I don't know how to explain it, because like, for whatever reason, even if she's the abusive one, even if it's the, because at this point in time we're only getting like one side of the story. Her family is obviously paid, so they
where all I keep all my
just
documents
say like a lot of things. So I'm not saying, I'm not on anybody's side here. I'm not on her side.
When I heard your voice, I quickly lost the fact to know what was happening there.
I feel like just coming online to say that, oh, you tried your best, you let an 18-year-old, first of all, leave home to go and live with a man. Pregnant or not, I don't care. Like, pregnant or not, even if the child was 21, because I would say it's a child, 18, 21, still children. Even if the child was 21, because legally speaking, you need to be 21 to get married without like your parents' consent. So if a child gets married at 18, then it has to be with parental consent. So if you're saying that, oh, she ran away from home, I went to go and get pregnant and and she carried her school fees to go and give him at 18, legally speaking, she needed her parents' consent, and whether they like it or not, at some point they consented to the marriage. And for the past 22 years, they've been doing nothing but giving their consent to the marriage. So whether or not they like it, they cannot absolve themselves of the responsibility they had to protect her by all means possible. So if at all they're coming out to say, oh, we did all that we could, she has been in and out of mental rehab, yeah, I still feel that they could have done more. There's always something more to do. There's never an end of any situation. There's never an end of any cause. Like, there's still so much more options. It might not be so much, but then there are still options that you could use to like save her from whatever like problem it is or whatever it is that she's going through. As far as you have like first hand, except they will come and say that, oh, this 22 years they did not know that husband is to beat her, which I don't even think is possible at this point, seeing the videos and the things that her brother is coming online to say. So like personally, the entire matter is just disgusting. Then followed with the accusations that she had about him, saying that, oh, he gave her AIDS, he's always cheating, he always like, this man is beating you. He's not just physically abusing you, he's emotionally abusing you too. And now he's also cheating on you, and you still stay because your destiny is tied to his own. Abi, you planted your umbilical cord in his own. Abi, is the 5 children you have. Like, I know that they separated at some point, but like, who were the catalysts that told her to go back, or like told them to come back together, that they were better together? Is that the person I want to know? Because I'm seeing things like, oh, it's the baba that I blame. The baba that is a stranger is the one that told you to go back to your abusive husband and you went. Hey, Jesus. Stories that come online, my dear. Because I believe that there are also people like average everyday people, not celebrities, not with any bit of affluence at all, that go through like similar situations, and nobody gets to hear this. That's why I'm making this video, because what level of drama is this? What level of drama is this? Like, every bit of this story is disgusting. Every bit of this story is troubling. Every bit of this story is disturbing. Like, I've not heard a part of this story and I'm like, okay, it was Rosie at the meeting. There's no, like, there's allegations that he does drugs. Maybe she does with him.
In drug. This is how you overdose yourself in drug. This is the shit that you do, and then you come online and say, I do all this shit to you. You real manipulator. This is who you are.
Now mention
in drug. This is how you overdose yourself in drug. This is the shit that you do, and then you come online and say, I do all this shit to you.
At least the ladies are alive to defend themselves, because I know that Messi came online to like defend herself concerning like the fact that her name was mentioned in their drama and all of that, considering that they even said the man has AIDS now. So who would want to be associated with like those kind of issues? And like, the man obviously now is a bad person. Like, there's nobody that's going to be seen with IVD now that would not be tagged a bad person as well, because the matter don't cast. So it's just sad that she's dead and she cannot come and like defend herself by herself and tell us what really happened. At the time that I heard that, you know, because the first story we heard was she and her husband were fighting, she got upset, she went around the house with petrol and she went to light the house on fire. And in the course of, because I know that petrol catches fire really fast, not as fast as gas, but then all you have to do is to smell of petrol for it to catch you. So I believe that there's a possibility that while she was, you know, pouring it, some of it touched her. But then for you to be really badly burnt, the amount of petrol on you must have been a lot. So to even think that he's saying that while she like poured it around, it burnt her, that is questionable in a way. Right now, like a lot of people are also coming up to say that, oh no, that she didn't burn herself, that he pushed her into the fire because he wanted to teach her a lesson. What lesson? I don't know. I really don't know. And that she did not want to burn the house, is the cars she wanted to burn. But the house, there are videos and pictures of the house on fire. So whatever be the case, the fact still remains that nobody has the true facts of what happened except for IVD and his wife. And obviously his wife is late now and she can't come to tell us what happened, because I'm sure she would have been like the best person to tell us, because obviously IVD is alive, and just like days after his wife died, IVD did not respect the fact that, oh, my wife just died or anything like that, mother of my children and all. He came online and was trying to give us his side of the story and trying to defend himself, and I didn't see the point of doing all of that, because it's just weird, that the same children you say you're fighting for, the same children you want to give a normal childhood, the same children you say you're staying in the marriage because of, it's the same children that you're putting through all of this emotional stress. Like, if I was a child, and even till now, I would rather that my parents are separated and for me to maybe visit Port Harcourt and I go home, and the day I go home is the day that my parents decide to fight and use bottles and be breaking on each other's head. Like, it would just be super weird. Like, I would be distraught. Even in my adult years, I would be distraught. So imagine what the children went through that day, seeing their parents fight and their mother catching fire. Like, imagine the level of trauma that the children would have absorbed in them. Like, imagine how untrusting they would be. Imagine how confused about the entire situation, and it's not going to make sense to them until they're like 24, 25, 26. Like, when they start putting pieces together, and then it starts making sense to them that, oh wait, my mom was in this abusive relationship for such amount of years. Because there are also allegations that, oh, the child has, like, the 11 years or the 12 years old one had been the one saving the mom from like a couple of things, and at some point the father beat one of them and whether wanted to blind her eyes or something like that. It's just disgusting all around, and that's all I can say, because I can't wrap my head around the fact that you love someone so much and then still want to punish them so much. It's just weird. Like, it's really weird. It doesn't make any sense to me.
See what this bastard did to me.
It doesn't.
See what she did to me.
Alright guys, that's my own take on it though, because what like domestic violence is not something that I would even want to be associated with in any way, not in any form. Like, it's a lot. It's actually a lot. It's a lot on the victims. It's a lot on the onlookers. It's a lot on the public that has to even absorb like the facts of the matter. It's a lot. It is actually a lot, and I don't wish it on anybody. Really. Like, how can somebody die and then the facts around your death have so many questions and have so many like all of this is coming up, like, oh, you used to go mad once in a while when you go to the market to walk around and carry juju for your husband. Like, how can that even be said about somebody? Or that you're dead because you lit yourself on fire because your husband was beating you and you wanted to light his cars on fire. Or you're the catalyst to your husband's success because you used to carry juju around for him and he used to go to Babalawo house every 2 AK market days. I'm laughing because it seems like Nigerian movie, but then it's real life, and it's annoying that it's real life. I wish it was like a story, the way we talk about Anikulapo. I wish it was one of those Nigerian movie stories. But then again, it proves that Nigerian movie does act reality, and it's sad that this is somebody's reality that we are sitting to talk about. It's just really sad and weird. Alright guys, rest in peace Bimbo. I wish the facts around your life wasn't so complicated and all, like, very pretty lady. I'll see you guys again next week. Yeah, this is